Selling the dream. From ancient desert to modern refinery, the image the Saudis want you to see is clear. A world leader in oil production, the world's largest oil exporter, and a key player in controlling what we pay at the petrol pump. But cracks are beginning to emerge in this carefully controlled image. According to leaked diplomatic cables from the US Embassy in Riyadh, one senior oil executive has cast serious doubt over Saudi Arabia's oil capacity. To encourage investment and confidence, you need a credible system of telling the world exactly how much oil you can access. Officially, Saudi Arabia says it has 716 billion barrels of oil in reserve. Not so, says Sadad al Husseini, a former senior oil executive quoted in the US diplomatic cables. He says they're overselling oil reserves by as much as 40%. That's a massive drop. The US is clearly worried. Saudi is one of its biggest oil providers. If proved true, its impact on oil prices could be profound. The more you pump and get on the market, the cheaper oil becomes. For investors, knowing exactly how much Saudi oil there is crucial. Reserves then become critical in predicting oil prices. Saudi Arabia finds itself with a problem. More and more oil experts are beginning to question Saudi reserves. That could have an impact globally. Any downgrading of Saudi reserves would send oil prices up. That's a nightmare scenario for a world dependent on oil. Imran Khan, Al Jazeera.
Well, joining me now for more on this story is Sadallah FATHI. He's the former head of energy studies for OPEC, joins us live from Dubai. Thank you very much for your time, sir. First off, what do you make of this revelation? Do you think the analysis is credible and accurate?
Well, there is nothing new about this analysis, except that we have people running to the US Embassy telling them what is happening in their own departments. This has been a subject of discussion for many years now, and even books are written about it. And the Saudis have vehemently denied all these reports and produced reports contrary to this effect. The problem is we do not have a credible accounting procedure to discuss the reserves of any country, and so we don't have anything except to take their word for it. This is not only Saudi Arabia, it applies to anybody who claims that his reserves are so much and so much.
So you're saying it's hard to define the oil reserves of a country. If this is not worrying, then does it mean that this revelation or the concerns are not likely to have any effect on oil prices in the future?
Well, I don't think it will have any effect in the immediate future. But of course, downgrading the reserves of a company or a country, it will have an effect on oil prices in the long run, because people who have probably a quarter of the Saudi reserves are producing much more than Saudi Arabia now. So really, reserves, as important as they do not necessarily portray how much a country can produce oil.
And so how much do the Saudis influence the crude markets?
Well, to a large extent, indeed. They are the largest producer, together with Russia probably now, and they are the largest exporter as well. So whatever they do in the market with respect to production, raising it up or bringing it down, they will affect the market.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. Sadallah FATHI, oil expert and former head of energy studies at OPEC, bringing us their analysis on this latest WikiLeaks revelation. Thank you.